And welcome back to Across the Street Podcast with your hosts, Nihaal
and Daniel. What's up, guys?
and we have our guest.
Joke's on you, we don't have a guest this week.
We have no friends.
Nihaal and I have been busy, so as you can tell, we didn't even upload yesterday. We didn't have an episode to upload because we've been so fucking busy, dude.
Yeah, organizing things
Working.
takes a lot.
So does working.
A lot. Working out, meeting with friends, taking time, spending time with friends.
Yeah, I think this, especially coming up within the last weeks of August, or even just August, has been pretty busy for both of us.
August is just, you just got to sacrifice sleep in August to have fun.
There's a lot of things coming to a close with the pressure of like summer ending too, and a lot of like you got your volleyball stuff ending. I'm about to transition into school again for the second time.
That's some good stuff.
Fuck.
It's gonna be some crazy stuff, man.
Yeah, and then September coming up, we also do want to let you guys know that, I don't know, for me anyways, and we haven't really discussed this, but with school coming out, just filming more, or figuring out how to film around that. Yeah. We'll have to figure that out. So episodes might be a bit more infrequent. We'll try to keep you guys updated with that as the weeks go. So we'll see how many episodes we can hammer out. Hopefully we'll film maybe 1 or 2 in a night and have some stuff in advance for y'all.
Yeah, for sure. Even today's episode, it's really literally shot at 10:36. It's 10:36 p.m. right now.
That's how much we love uploading for you guys.
On a Tuesday night, yeah. So.
I literally went to a freaking CNE today.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, CNE, Canadian National Exhibition, they run all over Canada, but it's like a fair, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Tuesday's actually a really good day to go to
CNE. It was like quiet today, but not quiet, but there's people, but it wasn't like...
Oh, Saturday. It's not like
yeah,
Saturday.
It's not like... It wasn't super hectic. And good food. I was able to buy a few things. Few things from vendors. They have Reebok shoes there for $50. And they, I'm pretty sure
The
they're
white ones.
Huh?
Super white ones.
No, in general, like there's this booth that sells like branded Reebok shoes for $50. So all kinds of Reeboks. I even saw a pair of Allen Iversons.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're my favorite. He's my favorite player, man.
That was my first ever basketball shoe that I bought.
The questions?
The Denver Nuggets version.
Oh, they had that one. It was the light blue and white, right?
Yeah.
They were so nice.
Those are my first ones.
I should have got it.
I wore those so much, it got worn out. It's donated somewhere. Yeah.
Would it have been a hand-me-down to Nihaal?
No. There's no grip. There's no grip. Because I played with it all the time, street ball with it all the time back then, yeah.
That's so crazy.
There's probably some pictures of me with it.
From being a little child?
Yeah, it was grade 7, not too young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We changed the orientation a bit, the darkness, the
little bit.
I just wanted to show off my shelf a little bit more. It's not Lego actually. That's Mega Block or not Mega Block. I lied. I forgot Dragon Block. Yeah.
Cobweb here. Sorry,
Cobweb,
there's a little cobweb.
There's a lot of dust because I haven't touched those things. I should probably clean it up more. Comment down below if you think that if I sell my Lego I can make money. I don't think I can. I think
the value of collectible Legos is from not opening the box though, right? Like with most collectibles.
Yeah. I still have all the boxes just in case, but
yeah.
The really expensive ones, like the ones on the top, like that truck and stuff, I'm pretty sure I could sell for at least like maybe $50.
Yeah.
If I dismantle it.
But that's what's crazy? How much did the box cost? Like the set.
400.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so messed up.
So, yeah, as soon as you build it and stuff, especially since it's been years, yeah, it's gone.
Fuck inflation, man. Is what it is.
Those darn taxes. Those darn. Okay, we're not making the podcast that way.
We're not ranting too hard about it.
Yeah.
What have you been up to lately, though?
I have been up to being at peace with myself, even though this is day 1 of resting from volleyball.
Oh,
that's what you mean. I keep telling my friends this analogy, but if you eat pancakes every day, you're not gonna like pancakes.
That's true.
Right now, even today, I played soccer, and maybe it's even just the sport element too. It's just my body's just like, what are you doing? The gym is fine.
Yeah.
I was at the gym yesterday. That was amazing. Whatever, Can't bench as much as you, but I was benching. I was benching. Nice. An okay amount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you been up to lately, though?
I have been up to being at peace with myself, even though this is day 1 of resting from volleyball. You know, being at peace with myself. Not as much as Kelvin either. Shout out Kelvin, bro. You're a gym god. But
Kelvin, come on the pod. We'll make you talk. I promise. I know you're scared of like talking a lot, but you'll be fine. I promise you'll be fine. We'll make you talk.
You'll be fine, Kelvin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just learning to be alone again. Well, I mean, I'm okay with being alone now, especially since like I feel like I have no girl troubles right now. Hopefully there isn't any girl troubles.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I've the last girl trouble I had, we worked on quite a bit.
Okay.
So we out here not thinking about girls.
Nice.
Single life.
Here, I'll put it this way. I feel like guys are like straight guys are most of the time thinking about girls, whether it's in the forefront or background of their mind. Like if a girl walks by and she's hot, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, in your head, yeah, she's pretty bad.
No, 100%, yeah.
But like in terms of we're not. Yeah,
I'm
I
talking
guess
about like crushing or whatever. I don't really have a crush on anything.
Yeah.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I'll say the
Simbo?
same. No, there's nobody really that's out there that's like.
But you know what I'm talking about, right? Like,
Yeah.
Once you start waking up and thinking about her,
That's tough.
like, bro, that's when it's like, ugh. But that was only my 2021 girl. That was good times.
I feel like when you start thinking about a girl, it's really tough to break out of. It's just like when it's at the forefront of your mind, it's like fuck. It's just you're getting sucked into it, and it's like it's shit.
And it spirals, and then after that, you start thinking about what are they doing, and then they don't reply to your message.
And that's the thing. It's like you're like, why the fuck is a girl that I'm just crushing on taking a hold of my head? Like, it's so annoying. Like to put it simply and like not really too deeply emotional, it's just annoying.
I know, dude. Trust me. Like legit. Like, I think stuff like, oh, why isn't she replying? Oh, she's probably doing this. But why is she doing that? This. And then there's a whole other different timeline that your brain might take or spiral through. It's just, she's hanging out with the guy. Oh, that guy's doing this to her, this, that. And then
she has her on her back or whatever,
exactly,
like on her knees.
And then it's just like, and then you just look at it.
And for all we fucking know is they're probably just chilling.
That's it. They're just, or maybe she's just sleeping.
Yeah.
That's it. Or maybe she's just at a meeting at work.
Yeah, something. But the thing is, it still doesn't even matter because they're not her girl. They're not your girl.
Exactly. Well, why are you spiraling about this?
Yeah,
and after that, you're just, and I'm just like in my soccer game today, and I'm just like, why am I spiraling about this girl right now?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just,
why the hell does it matter?
Yeah.
That was a little tangent, but like I totally get what you mean.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I totally get what you mean.
She's not even my.
Why? How do you
she's
have?
She's not even your girlfriend. That's
how do I have? Like I haven't even told you I liked you or whatever.
Yeah.
How do you have a hold in my head?
Exactly.
And it's not even their fault. It's just how did I let this happen?
Why?
How did this happen under my watch?
Exactly.
Like what kind of person?
I have so much other things to do.
Yeah. Exactly.
If I didn't stress about her for 4 hours, I wouldn't have scrolled on my phone. I would have actually folded my clothes.
You wouldn't have stressed on your phone. Trying to get rid of that thought in your head and instead done something productive.
Exactly.
Or like me, that would have been just more time for gaming.
Yeah. So, girls, you guys are the reasons why we are sad, so.
Yeah, fuck
you. Well, I don't know about we, but we?
No, I'm not sad.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I am sad. So.
It's okay. You have your boys.
The boys can only do so much.
Yeah. The boys can't accommodate you like that. Nor will they.
They will not.
They will not.
Trust me, I've tried. Eddie, I'm coming for you.
Bro, I'm gonna get a DM. It's like, bro, tell this guy to fuck off. Like, that's so funny.
For the record, I'm straight. I'm straighter than a circle.
The fact that you have to keep saying this is so concerning. Like, not even on the podcast, just in general.
Literally what I'm wearing right now. No, this shows my straightness. I'm okay with my sexuality, so I'm wearing Mean Girls. Shout out Mean Girls, one of the best movies of all time, in my opinion. But
okay. Sorry, it's
okay. I'm just judging you right now.
Hey, sorry if I disagree with its script.
No, but when we're talking about good things to watch, Crash Landing on You
on
Netflix.
That I'm on the same page as you.
Bro,
it's so good.
Such a good show.
Yo,
I could watch it over and over again, even though I've only watched it once. I'm planning to watch it again and again. And I'm trying to get my friends.
I think that's definitely ever since I got into K-dramas, it's my favorite K-drama. It's so good.
Like I'd probably say the first like 15 minutes of the first episode doesn't really like, I don't know if they should have started like that, but once you get into the midpoint of that episode and the plot happens, bro.
But I think it's good because they build on the characters all of them really well.
100%. every single character.
Yo, the chemistry we see, not even just like any of the romantic ones, but just like the people, like the comedy, they all act great with each other. So you really
There's so many characters in that show.
Yeah, I loved all of them too.
Oh, they're amazing.
And like, it's just you get kind of caught up into it too, because it's like you mentioned something earlier where you feel like you know them, and it goes to show how well they made this K-drama. So
yeah,
definitely I highly recommend. I've watched it 2 to 3 times already.
Yeah, it's one of those shows that you just when it's over you're just like
fuck man, I need to watch this again. It's not over. There's no way it's over. I'm starting this over. Yeah. I'm starting again.
But watching it the first time, I'm telling you guys, just enjoy every moment of it. It shouldn't. Don't have it like in the background while you're like working or anything. Like actually, like
watch it.
Actually watch it.
It's hard to do that too when it was something subtitled instead of like dubbed. But don't watch it dubbed.
Don't watch it dubbed.
Don't watch it dubbed. It's gross.
Don't watch K-dramas and dubbed.
I feel like anything like even for me when I watch anime, I can not like other than Pokemon, I don't think I can watch any of that shit dubbed.
I think anime I can because the thing is it's not real people. It's
Oh okay.
Anime, so,
yeah.
You know?
No, I think for me it's like I'm just so caught up into the way it's like done in Japanese originally. And sometimes, for me, what pisses me off is if I'm watching and I see that the dubbed version doesn't match up to the mouth movements of the sub, I'm just like, this bugs me so much.
Yeah. I mean, all the Pokemon's pretty much like that.
Yeah, but that's what you grew up on it, right? Because it's so worldwide. When I'm watching something like Haikyuu, funny enough, I just looked at the poster because it's the first one that's right here. Or Attack on Titan. I have to watch it, like, subbed. I can't. But yeah, Crash Landing, definitely, if you have to watch, like, if you haven't watched it yet, definitely watch it. If you have watched it, watch it again because it's that good.
Hell yeah!
I will say you have it easier than I do. I watched it when the episodes were just releasing.
Oh, nice.
I had to wait every fucking week. I was crying, bro.
That's crazy. No, yeah, that was such a good show.
So good.
So glad.
We don't really have a segue into that, but what are we talking about today?
We could kind of segue it.
How did? Because that's too late now because I broke the segue.
There's a lot of friendships in that show.
Yeah, there are. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. A lot of friendships.
Yeah, there's like they focus on like 20 characters. I wonder how much the budget was. Oh my god, they probably paid so much for every single person.
Well, Netflix probably helped them out with it. So
yeah, that too.
Yeah,
deserving. So, anyways.
Yeah. So this week we're talking about friendships and maintaining them. So I feel like both of us have quite a lot of friends. I feel like Nihaal more so than I.
I have 0 friends. Daniel's my only friend. I literally talk to nobody except for Daniel.
That is not true. I'm gonna call you out there because recently I'm just minding my own business at home, playing video games, and I just get this 4x 4x or 5x people fucking FaceTime call while I'm in the like balls deep in a game. It's crazy, and I'm just like, what's going on? And like I just see like Nihaal on a FaceTime with like 4 other girls, and I'm just like, this guy has some fucking friends, like, and he chose to interrupt my gaming time. No, it was cool though. Like, it was just I think they were just having their own mini FaceTime podcast thing.
That was so random.
It was, dude. I was so caught off guard when you guys called me.
I was caught off guard too.
Did they just make you call me? Or they were asking?
I FaceTimed a friend initially, and that friend was FaceTiming another girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it was a 3-way FaceTime call, and then after that they added another one.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was 3 girls and then me.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, adding people is fun. Everyone add a person, and let's just talk to them. I'm like, okay. Obviously, the first person I picked is you.
I appreciate that.
And then you picked it. You picked it up. And Noreen called it too. Noreen was like, yo. She was like, yo, I know he's gonna call Daniel. And then I called. So,
but you had to have known I was probably playing a game.
Probably, but I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I know that you pick up FaceTime calls during that time. So.
I do. You just gotta call twice.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's it.
So. Yeah. Anyways, maintaining friendships. I feel like I cycle through friendships a lot. Even when I look at like my Snapchat memories or my Google Photos memories or hard drive, whatever.
Right.
Or even, I don't even understand the concept of time, especially like after 2020, like 2020, 21, 22, and 23 it's hard to differentiate the years for me sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you, but just within that, but if I really think about it, within those 3 years, I've cycled through so many friends. And do you know that Sam Smith song where it's just like, I'm too good at... Wait, how did it go?
I don't know that Sam Smith song.
I'm too good at goodbyes.
Way too good at goodbyes.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm way too good at goodbyes.
That one, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm way too good at goodbyes now. It's like, for friends and stuff, okay, like closer friends like you and stuff, it would be a terrible goodbye. Hopefully there's never a goodbye, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
it would be so much harder. But like, when it comes to just like more recent friends or friends that I just make, I feel like I could just say goodbye real quickly without getting too attached.
Yeah.
I'll be sad for like a day, but then after that, whatever.
But like, what do you mean by saying goodbye though? In that sense.
I mean, sometimes, like, for example, the perfect example right now, it's the post that I posted recently, but one of my friends are going back to college.
Oh, okay.
And it's just, like, just saying goodbye. Before, I, like...
Oh, because you're not going to be
first year-
hanging out with
yeah,
a lot, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, yeah. I wouldn't be too attached to that person anymore. Especially if I knew at the beginning when I first started hanging out with that person that they're going to leave in September.
Yeah.
Right? But, yeah.
Interesting. I wouldn't treat that for me though. If in that situation, because I feel like I'm the same. I rotate in and out of friendships, or not rotate out, but I cycle through as in like, I'll hang out with a bunch of friends for a while. I have consistent friends and I have people who maybe I hang out maybe less frequently, based on schedules, based on like closeness and stuff like that. And there's also levels to friendship, right? There's like my tightest friend groups, then there's like my other lower levels where I hang out every now and then the ones where it's like if I see you maybe like once or twice a year or two, but it's usually fine, right? Yeah, I feel like there's different types to that, and I feel like that's well established. If they're not your closest friend, you're not gonna hang out with them as much, right? Like, for example, we hang out at least every at the very least like once a month. At the very least, especially with how summer's been. I think this last month we've only hung out once or twice. You think?
I think it's like twice a week, but okay.
Twice a week? No.
No, like minimum, yeah.
Once a minimum month, once a month. But I feel like we see each other like at least once a week or once every 2 weeks at this point. Whether it's you inviting yourself over to my house, or what's
Hey, Daniel, I'm going to sleep over your house. That's all I say. I don't even ask. I'm like, I'm sleeping over at your house.
And I'm just like, yeah, whatever. It's fine. But yeah, that or like...
That's a funny day.
Or we usually mainly hang out on for the pod. We haven't hung out because of volleyball lately, just because different gyms. We're in the same league, but like different levels and stuff like that. Yeah. Lately, we've been trying to make things work, but we both work different shifts too. It's so work is a big thing with our friendship too that gets in the way. Same with me and most of my other close friends too. Work and just different schedules and different priorities. But I always feel like with my friends, at least from my end, we don't have to hang out like all the time, and I'm still okay. You can always come back and hang out. I think the only time that's ever different is like I feel like if one of us asks to hang out and you like say nothing, or like you just say, oh, rather than saying I can't. I'm okay if you say I can't.
Oh my god, yeah.
I'm okay okay with people who say I just can't every time, and I'm cool with that if you don't want to.
But if you don't.
But if you just don't tell me, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
That's what I'm saying. So those are the friends that I slowly started pushing out and just saying goodbye to, because it's not worth it, man. It's like,
especially if you want to hang out with them, right?
So many of my friends growing up and stuff, like in the friend group and everything, I see them like slowly getting out of the friend group. Like, you know, they get girlfriends or whatever, and that's one of the reasons. But they just don't reply in the group chat.
Yeah.
Or they don't reply to your messages. Just like, wait, you know.
I get that.
It's hard to understand people sometimes. It's really hard to understand people.
And I guess for me, it's like I don't always ask people to hang out a lot, and when I do ask people to hang out, or like when I don't ask myself, but I don't ask to hang out a lot. But but usually people ask me, or like if they make a thing, I'm there, right? I usually don't say no unless I can't. But when I do ask people to hang out, I'd rather just you tell me no. I'd rather you tell me no every time because of something. I don't really care. But yeah, that's where I feel like with friendships there's certain levels, right? Because there's people that I maybe not talk to, and I'm like, oh, you want to hang out? They don't reply. Okay, that's cool. I don't talk to you a lot anyways, so that's no big deal. But yeah, I've had like over the years people that just stop replying that I thought I was closer to, and then it is what it is. They go down a tier, right?
Exactly.
And then you just go down a tier to a point where you're just an acquaintance. So
yeah,
it is what it is. But stuff like that happens in friendships. It's part of it, right? But yeah, how do you maintain, like, what's it called? Because, like, I feel like you as somebody who has cycles out of friends, how do you maintain your friendships, though? Like, Because I know you have a lot of friends through volleyball. And
Bro, I have 0 friends, bro. You're literally my only friend.
You're so stupid,
bro. I don't know why people think I have so many friends. I literally... I just talk to you. I don't talk to anybody else.
Bro, like, hold on. No. I'm going to pull up your phone because it's right over here. And I can take a look at how many messages you have. Oh, my God.
I remember I was chatting with one of my close friends, Ruggy, at the gym. I was like, Ruggy, how many people do you text a day? He looks at his phone. It's just his mom and maybe just like me and another friend. That's it. And I pull out my phone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you do that? I max text like 2 to 3 people a day.
That's crazy.
I can like even call, bro. You're lucky. I'm like, if somebody calls me, I'll always pick up. I don't really go for phone calls much either. But like, I'm that guy who's like, I'm always pick up, always text back. But
I get it. Yeah. No,
how do you?
If you let's fact check it.
Yeah, while we're recording, we're using it to record, but hopefully it doesn't interrupt it. Just making sure.
Go to my messages.
Oh, it's recording. Yeah, we'll go to your message. You have 15 unread messages here.
Okay.
Where's your WhatsApp? You have 73 WhatsApp messages.
Okay, no. Okay. That's the group chat. Okay.
Okay.
No. Okay. Just like look at the date stamp for today. So press text. Yeah,
okay.
Messages. And then this is just today alone. How many texts do I have? Let's count.
1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2, 3,
4,
4, 5. Your mom kills me.
Reading my mom's
that doesn't count. 6, 7, 8, 9.
You're reading the unread messages, but I'm talking about like the timestamp.
The timestamp? Okay.
Like,
oh, the timestamps.
Yeah,
Let me see.
I think that's like 10 or like 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 here, and that's not counting the people that sent you messages up here that I can't see. Oh my God.
That's 11 just messages alone. And then my WhatsApp is my primary messaging place. So iMessage, I have 11 messages, or 11 people that I talked to today, like had full-on conversations with. Today. Yeah. And if you look at WhatsApp, there should be more. I'm pretty sure. So
from timestamps alone, 1, 2, 3, 4. You want me to count group chats or no?
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
This is 23. All today. That's fucked up.
No, I'll play it. Yeah. Interesting.
Joe. That's your AirPods.
My AirPods fell. Sorry. But yeah. Interesting. We'll look through mine. In comparison.
Oh, God.
1. No, wait. You counting you 2.
That's crazy.
WhatsApp. Let's see.
Oh, my God.
3.
Oh, my God.
Dude, all of my conversation and all of my people interaction, if I don't go out, is all on Discord. Because I play games.
Okay, maybe that's fine.
Yeah. So everything I do, I just talk to people on Discord. And I don't even do that a lot either. It's usually, I can hear each other's voices. I don't really message.
Well, you can see why my mental health is just crazy. Because I'm thinking about, like, literally 30 different people.
But do you enjoy that?
I mean, the first year of YRV, or, like, organizing volleyball, I really enjoyed it. But then at one point, my brain is just like, wait a minute. This is not normal. People are not supposed to do this to themselves. So, I guess I just need to take my breaks.
Yeah.
I'm not retiring or anything.
Yeah.
I love what I do. It's just... you
gotta find a balance to it, though, right? Because I always find that people who love what they do in work sometimes burn out of it because they're always doing it, right?
Exactly.
That's why I only do, for example, I do photography. I only take certain jobs every now and then because if I just try to go so hard on it, I'm not gonna, because it's a passion of mine. But when that passion turns so hard into your business, I'm not the person who can continue that on, you know. And that's great for everybody else who's self-established, but I'm not like. I can do spot jobs here and there, but I can't like manage that all the time.
Yeah, facts.
But yeah, going back to our friendships.
No, I was about to say, you actually brought up a point earlier that might be reel worthy actually, or like TikTok worthy if I ever upload a TikTok. But
my God.
See, that's one of those things that I wanted to work on when I'm on this volleyball hiatus. You know. Work on Across the Street podcast a little bit more. work on actually tackling my to-do list a little bit more. Right there. There's so much shit on there. So, yeah, there's like stuff from like weeks ago. Like that's still there. Cleaning up and everything. But anyways, so this is a real worthy thing. Daniel and myself believe that there are tier systems to friends.
Yeah.
Do you guys believe in that? So for tiers, on the top tier, I'd probably say you can only have, if I'm pushing it, three friends.
Oh.
But that's top. But at the same time, the thing about me, what's fucked up about me, I don't know, this might be different for you, but even my top tier friends cycle. As in like, not cycle like big, as in like cycle from 1 to 2 or 1 to maybe 3 sometimes.
Oh, so there's like whoever you interact with the most will change. Yeah, that's cool. That makes sense.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. But so if we're doing like a pyramid of tier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so as you go lower in tiers, the more friends there are in the tiers, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So let's just do a 5-tier system. So for me right now,
are we gonna name names, or are you just gonna?
If I name names, it'll be controversial.
Yeah, I'm gonna name. I'll probably end up naming maybe one name from each. I think it's fair.
Yeah.
And I'll name one from tier 1.
Yeah, it better be me. I swear to God.
I'll name 2 from tier 1.
Okay. Oh my God. That's crazy. Okay, name the other guy.
So two of my tier 1 friends would be you, and I'll only list podcast people that's on there, and Shane would be another one. Shane's somebody I hung out with recently and stuff like that. So, and Shane and I talk all the time. Like Shane will message me maybe. I think Shane might be 3rd or 4th on the list of people I text the most often.
Okay, sick. Am I the first?
You are. I think you're.
We just FaceTime.
You're probably like in terms of like interaction and stuff like that. I think you're somewhere between 1 and 3.
But the lower tier friends. What was I about to say with the lower tier?
Well, we're gonna say the lower the tier, the more friends you have.
Yeah, and also I'm less open to talking to them as openly as I do with Daniel or Ruggy.
Right.
I'd probably say Daniel and Ruggy right now for sure. The third one, it's hard. It used to be Sahil for the longest time, but ever since Sahil moved to Toronto, it's been like, hovering tier 2.
Yeah, and that's one of those things where friends rotate out because life changes, right?
Yeah, and I remember listening to a podcast about friendship, and another podcast about friendship. I can't remember which podcast it was, and I also don't want to name our competition. True. True. So, don't listen to them. Listen to us.
Facts.
But they said that friendships are easier to maintain with proximity.
Right.
So we still live like decently close to each other, whereas me and Shane don't really live that close to each other. But me and Ruggy, we're like fucking 2 streets away from each other. So we go to the same gym together. So it's just like we're super proximity right now.
Yeah. Well, you guys go far back too.
Oh, bro. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same with me and, for example, me and Shane, right? Me and Shane, like Shane's probably one of my longest standing friends.
Yeah.
I think Shane was my first friend in high school.
Yeah.
So that's how far back we go, right? And sometimes Shane and I have gone at least a couple months without talking to each other or like strongly messaging or big topics, and it's just the same every time. But at the same time, it's like we'll make the effort to like hang out every now and then too.
For sure, yeah. No, 100%. That's with me with Lakshan as well. Like me and Lakshan don't really talk all the time.
Yeah.
Or message all the time. Yeah, we do a phone call here and there. We only do phone calls, to be honest. Mostly because we're both in cars most of the time.
Right.
And we don't want to text and drive. Do not text and drive.
Yeah, don't text and drive.
Yeah. But every time when we're chilling face to face, it's always fun. It's actually his birthday coming up too. It's his birthday in 5 days.
Oh, so by the time the pod is out, happy birthday, Lakshan.
Happy birthday, Lakshan.
Or happy belated. I don't know which day this is coming out.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I get you. I feel like I'm going to say, I think your tier is a lot smaller than my top tier. My top tier, I think it's almost 10, actually.
You can't have, that's my argument. You can't have 10 people.
I think I can have 10 people. Because I feel like cycling, you mean?
No, like, as in, like, you have to have 3 people. Like, obviously, like, bro, like, just my squad itself, that's 5 people, right? Mm-hmm. But at the same time, within my squad,
I get what you mean. Okay, so then if I'll say then 5.
There's no way you could maintain that much energy. Like the energy that.
But here's the thing. I feel like with every single person in that top 10, I maintain the same energy. Where it's like you and I, like there's times where in a week we don't text, and for every single one of those people in my friend group, I can go a week or 2 weeks without seeing them or texting them. Because I feel like I maintain that level with all of them, and we may text more than that, but I feel like for me, I analyze it more of the levels I can keep with them. I analyze it with the levels of how close can we be without having to message each other and still want to message each other, you know what I mean? Or still want to interact with each other. And I classify everybody in that kind of level, in that top 10. So, and like my tier 2, I think is like for everybody's tier 2 is going to be slightly bigger. Mine's almost the same size, but it's a lesser extent of that. You get what I mean? I think maybe not even 10. I would say maybe 8 for me. But I feel like if I can keep the same dynamic with that friend group, that's how I classify it more. Because with you, like, yeah, we might talk a lot, but there can be periods of time where I may talk less with you and I talk more with somebody else. And it's the same energy, or the same, not energy, same level or same classification, like I said before.
Okay.
So that's where I'm kind of looking at it. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
No, I see what you're saying. I definitely see what you're saying about the energy and the thing. But, for example, you mentioned a friend earlier that has been radio silent for a while.
Yeah.
Would you still consider that friend a tier 1 friend?
It depends. Well, I want to say that's different though, because when like it's different when a dynamic changes, but if you have the same vibe the whole way through, I feel like you're in the same tier. It's when something is like, it's like, for me, somebody would go down in a tier if I feel like something about a friendship has downgraded. You know what I mean? And it's not like necessarily for me, a level of communication going like lessening is for me isn't enough for that. I feel like more when you disregard when it's more like you hold our friendship in less of a regard, or one of us holds the friendship in less of a regard, you'll go down in a tier. And that's not necessarily always you're
getting a phone call. That's the second time.
That's fine.
For sure.
Yeah. But I feel like it's less of a impact than certain other things. I would say something like somebody just not replying to you, or somebody like, what's it called? Like R-bombing you, or like canceling last second on you. I feel like that for me changes the dynamic. Like if they're constantly like canceling last second on you, I feel like that changes the dynamic of a friendship a lot. Or not a lot, but I feel like it changes it to an extent where it goes down. Whether you're being honest about it or you just don't want to hang out or not, it doesn't feel good when somebody always cancels last second on you. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel good when somebody doesn't, like leaves you on silent.
Yeah, people not respecting.
Exactly.
Yeah, and also, friendships is also a two-way street, too. So
100%.
The scariest part is, like, you might be a tier 1, like, it's like what I said earlier. It's like, you might be my tier 1 friend, but it might not be the other way around.
It might not be the other, yeah, and honestly, that's not something, like, the other side can control, but it's definitely, like, if you were to find that out in a certain way, it definitely wouldn't feel good. But yeah, like, let's say, I think for both of us, we can safely say we're both top tier friends for each other. So, like, we hang out pretty often, we talk pretty often, we make time to hang out and do stuff, so I feel like that's a given. But, for example, I don't think I have any specific examples, but somebody who, you know what, this is actually an example I feel like it can be commonly agreed on, like, we'll say, and no specific tier here, but let's say, like, Ashwin might be a higher tier on you than he is for me. And that's just objectively, you've known Ashwin longer, you talk more often to Ashwin.
Yeah.
But I feel like when I hang out with Ashwin...
Ashwin's a tier 5 friend, fuck that guy.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But, like, yeah, I don't talk to him a lot, but when I do talk in person, we're chill, right? We're pretty cool. So, but, like, Ashwin and I don't really make plans to hang out one-on-one or, like, hang out in a group and stuff like that. We have different friend groups and different lives, right? So, I think that makes sense, right? No, not to call you out. I love you, Ashwin. You're cool.
He's not cool. I'm joking. He's cool. He actually, he doesn't have an Amazon Prime account, so he makes me buy his Amazon Prime stuff, which is actually good for me because I get more credit card points. So, a win's a win.
That's true. I mean, other than that, though, you know, you could just put his profile on your account and he can put his card on.
Yeah, but I want the credit card points.
Fair enough. Okay, that's fair.
Let's not tell him that. Let's not tell him that. I know you could do that. I know you could put more cards, more profiles, everything. But
yeah, that's what I do when I share my Prime account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just
not tell him that.
Let's just not tell him. I want the points.
That's so funny.
I want to fly out to Amsterdam again.
We'll see.
Yeah. So.
Oh, speaking of credit card points, just a random tangent, but I recently hit the bonus for my thing. So if I think spent like 3 to 5K or something in the first 3 months, I get an additional 25,000 bonus travel points. Let's just say I can get $800 off Japan right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If I want to go to Japan, I definitely want to go to Japan. And
kids,
go ahead.
Get a credit card ASAP. You're not gonna get these fancy travel credit cards just yet. Just start off with the student one.
Build your credit score. Even get those credit cards that give you cash back on groceries. Those are great.
Yeah.
You're buying groceries as a student.
It's amazing.
Make sure to pay them back.
Yeah.
Don't spend too much money on games like some of the people I know.
Exactly.
Or in general, just don't spend too much money.
I think that's a canon event for a lot of people. It's just like when you're 19 to 21, you just got to spend money on something.
You gotta you gotta learn the hard way what to spend and what to self-control with, right? Yeah.
Even like this entire basement, like the smart home stuff. Yeah, it's cool, but I spent way more money than I should have.
How reliant are you on the smart stuff now?
All the time.
It's so bad.
So weird.
No,
yeah,
but every
time I go to a cottage and stuff, it's just weird.
It's everything's manual.
It's like I actually have to press the switch. What's wrong with that? Yeah. Especially after like sleep. The most comforting thing is I know literally you see my switch, right? The switch is right there, and I can just press it. But I always say, turn off the lights. And then
Alexa, blah blah blah.
Yeah, she didn't go off. Sorry.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to fight Alexa again.
You gotta watch it. Watch out. She's my girlfriend. She has said "I love you" to me more times than any girl has ever.
Other than your mom? Maybe more than your mom?
Pretty sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah, maybe my mom probably said "I love you" a lot when I was a baby, but
we can't. That doesn't count.
Yeah. My mom's okay. Mom, I know my mom says "I love you" to me pretty often still. But I'm just saying, like,
but that means you just talk to Alexa a little too much.
A little too much. That's what it is.
Alexa is a top tier friend.
That's crazy. Yeah, she's the top 0.5. Not
top
even
0.5 tier. That's crazy.
Higher than all my tier 1 friends.
That's crazy.
She's the one that turns off the lights for me all the time.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, going back, what do you think for you makes people go down a tier in friendship? Because for me, I said it like basically it's not respecting, but like, have you ever had a specific example? If you don't have to name names, but
not responding to texts as like, especially like fast texters. Okay, I'm saying this out loud, but I'm just realizing that I leave you on red a lot. But all love, buddy. Don't. I'm just like,
here's the thing.
I think he asked the question. I think he's like, podcast tomorrow. And I was just waiting on it. I was just like, I don't know if I could do it yet, so I didn't want to reply.
Here's the thing about it. The only reason I was like wondering is like, I went to the CNE today. I was like, am I chilling there the whole day, or am I leaving early?
Yeah, you have no idea.
Yeah. So, but it managed to work. But when you got back to me, I'm like, okay, we'll do it.
Okay, so yeah, and I was also waiting for the guest too, but the guest didn't respond.
Yeah,
that's why too, but whatever.
It's okay.
C'est la vie.
But yeah, I feel like I've gotten better at I'm not 100% good at that with responding to texts and stuff like that right away. I feel like I do it pretty well, but I also feel like for me, I would also I always try to hold this to the standard. For me, I would rather be told no about a text or something rather than somebody leave me on red or not replying.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So I always try my best to hold myself to that standard, because if I don't want to feel the way, probably somebody else doesn't want to feel that way. So whether I'm like, if somebody asks me to make plans, or if I double book myself and they ask, hey, are we still on today? I will tell you, hey, I fucked up. I booked plans with somebody earlier in the week, and I try to make it up to them because they're still my friend and I fucked up.
Yeah.
So that's something that happens though. But I would always rather disappoint somebody by telling them than not by leaving them in the dark.
Speaking of double booking, have you started using Calendar or no?
No.
That's crazy. I started using Calendar ever since Savio came on our podcast.
Putting you on. Here's the thing with me about Calendar. I feel like both you and Savio are busy enough that's the case. I feel like for me, while I am busy, I feel like I don't have too many voices around me to say that I need to track things. Like, the only thing I really track with my calendar is payday.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's just payday and people's birthdays.
Birthdays. Too,
yeah, birthdays and people and
birthdays
payday.
A lot of my friends are getting married now, so I have to have the calendar just to know when the marriages are.
Is that the part of just having brown friends?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, because everybody gets married.
So they're like 25, yeah.
None of my friends are getting married, bro. It's fucking annoying. Get married, bro. All y'all. Just get married so I can go. I'm not getting married, fuck y'all, but y'all get married.
It's okay, I'm next.
Alright, bet.
Just need to find a girl.
Bet. Let me... No, you have to... You're gonna have a religious wedding. I was gonna say, let me minister it in some way, or MC it. Oh my god, that'd be so funny. So Nihaal is
Daniel's gonna be that one friend that's just like, yo, Nihaal, remember the time when on mic, and then it's like, fuck me, bro. No way he's about to say this right now.
My name's Daniel. I'm the master of ceremonies and also the only person here that can make people laugh with 9/11.
Oh my god.
No, I don't think I'd ever say that on mic.
At a Muslim wedding.
At a Muslim wedding?
Oh my god, amazing.
That would be fucked.
That's fucked up. That's actually fucked up.
That would be so fucked. I think at least most of your family would hate me.
100%. Yeah. Wait, when it comes to the tier 5 friends or tier 4 friends, the reason why I have so many of them now is just like, the thing about me and when it comes to volleyball is like, yo, like, I just talk a lot. So like, I mix my friendships and volleyball teammates-ish now. Mm. I mean, some of my volleyball teammates have become my good friends too. Yeah. But it's still only good friends on the court. Like, I still haven't, we might have gone to like All-Stars or like a little bar place here and there, but we have never really had a
like a deeper talk or a deeper understanding of each other. Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
Except for, you know who.
No,
you know who. Yeah.
I tried, guys. I tried to make him spit it out.
That's the only person I've bonded with that much, but yeah. It's hard to do.
Right. Yeah. Okay. No, I kind of get that. I feel like... Yeah. Here's the thing. I'll say something different. You have 5 tiers. I think I have 4 at most. I think tier 1, closest...
Acquaintances are 5. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
5th is just acquaintances.
Oh, yeah, okay. Then that's fair. That makes sense. Yeah, because tier 2 is people... Tier 2 is people that... Tier 2 is people... Like, they're basically just a small step down. Maybe it's a little more broad. Tier 3 is people maybe I see once or twice a year. Or so no, I'd say maybe at least more than 4 times a year. Yeah. Tier 4 would be people I see once a year or once a year if even in a year, but every now and then, you know. So yeah, it's interesting to see that. But like, and then acquaintances are just people that I've met. I keep on social media.
Tier 4 and 5 can also be friends of friends. Like
yeah, that's true.
Like as in like your friends and stuff. Like I don't chill with Andy and Anna or anything. It's just you know.
Yeah, they're like...
So they're definitely lower tiers on my end. I'm still cool with them. Oh my god, when I see them, I'll talk and stuff.
Yeah, but and I think for me, obviously, like both of them are like top tier friends for me, right?
Yeah.
But like, what's it called? I think they're for sure like top tier friends. And even then, as top tier friends, we don't always talk. I don't talk with either of them that like maybe when we were younger we do, but also with tier 1 friends, like everybody has a life. Everybody talks more or less here or there, right? It's okay. But yeah, definitely the lower tier, it's like you see them less, you can open up to them less. You may know them through just pretty casually. That's about it. Yeah. The hardest part I feel like is with a bigger, like tier 1 and 2, even though they're smaller than the rest of the tiers, you still got to maintain those the most, I feel. And that's not a complaint. I'm pretty happy that I have a lot of people to maintain friendships with, but like sometimes it's just finding that time is tough, especially with the rest of your life. Because I feel like sometimes it's hard too, because like you don't want to spend money, but sometimes it just happens as well that like you plan to save and then your friends all want to hang out, and it's not their fault. Just sometimes.
That's another thing too. Actually, there was a Friends episode that perfectly described this. But sometimes, man, you just can't keep up with expenses with your friends. Some of your friends just have like better jobs.
Yeah, I remember that episode.
Like, it's just like
the ones who had jobs was Chandler, Ross, and Monica, and everybody else was just like, I'll give you like a candy bar or something. Like, can we go to McDonald's or some shit?
We had to have a conversation. Yeah, That's the other thing about maintaining a lot of friends. Your wallets are gonna.
Yeah, because everybody wants to do different things.
And it's just...
Yeah. Bro, for me, sometimes I think we could literally pull up lawn chairs in a parking lot or go hang out in my driveway and it's fine.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like all of my top tier friends are willing to do that.
No, 100% we could do that, yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, and then there's birthdays and weddings and all that stuff, and yeah, it's hard. It's hard sometimes.
And then just sometimes the occasional going out to eat anyways.
Yeah.
Just because.
And every time you step out in Toronto, I feel like we're spending like $200. I don't know $100 anymore. So it's just the Uber and it's probably like $200.
Here's the thing: if your close friends are clubbers, you're spending money. You're spending money. I don't care what you say. You're spending money. You're spending at least on an Uber. You're spending on shots. You're spending on something. You're spending on getting into the club.
And then after the food after.
Yeah, you're spending on like walking to like a shitty place to eat or something like that, and you're gonna pay more because you think you're hungry.
Shout out the shawarma shops and the jerk chicken shops.
Bro, shout out like all the downtown spots that stay open till like 1, 2, 3 a.m.
3, bro. I'm talking 4.
4.
Bro. Yeah.
Bro, one time I remember we had a party downtown and we just went to Denny's after because it's open 24 hours. Bro, downtown Denny's, I once had to study with Andy there. And we just stayed overnight and studied and ate.
That's crazy.
Just in there, because we couldn't stay in the university building, right? So we just stayed down there. That was a great time. It wasn't a great time because I had to stay up all night, and then I just died the next day. But that's part of it. Yeah.
But now I really categorize my friends, like volleyball friends, your friends, high school friends. No, I do not have high school friends. I have friends I made in high school when I was in high school. Okay. Just making that clear.
Oh! I was like, what? Oh, yeah, guys. Nihaal's not a pedophile.
Guys.
Don't worry.
Definitely not.
Don't worry.
Definitely.
None of us are pedophiles here.
There's no.
I just make fucked up jokes about them, but...
Yeah. Okay.
You want to hear one?
Okay, go.
What's it called?
The way you said you want to hear one. How do you want to hear a joke anymore?
Are you sure?
Say.
Say what you want about pedophiles, but at least they drive through school zones slower. I stole that one off of YouTube. I mean, like they're keeping the kids safe in one way.
Oh God.
It's just the kids' version of people watching.
Oh God.
I don't condone pedophilia. It's fucked up. It's just dark jokes are my type of humor.
Yeah.
I just enjoy that. I gotta keep the leg down.
Yeah.
It's not classy.
I don't know.
It's not ladylike.
It's not ladylike at all.
Yeah. It's an Asian thing though. When you eat like this and you're just like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Bro, on my desk, I'll have my leg up when I'm like typing on my keyboard.
That's so funny. I've noticed that before. Even when you FaceTime, sometimes.
Yeah, I'll have my leg up on the desk. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just comfortable, man.
I'm not even flexible like that. I can't do that position, so.
Hey yo.
I can't do many positions. Maybe that's why I'm single. I don't know.
Okay. All right, then, bye.
Okay, so tier 4
Mm-hmm.
and tier 3 are definitely like, bro. It sucks. Okay, you know what I noticed? I actually had a breakdown about friendship way back during the pandemic because when I first started the pandemic, I didn't first start. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you sneezed
I spent so much effort. I remember like way back, I used to be one of the first people to get cars. Get a car for myself. So I used to like drive around these people to soccer all the time. And
just because you're excited to like hang out
and also take lead all the time to organize everything, and no one really but then when it came to the winter months, they don't even hit me up. And then they come back, and then I do the same thing. It was kind of like a one-way street kind of thing. But sooner or later, I also realized that so not many people have that mentality of organizing and also being very empathetic towards other people.
Oh, interesting.
As in, there's been times where, like, even, I don't know if you used a great example, but other people, they used to bus to soccer and stuff, and I used to just, like, even though it was, like, a couple blocks away, I used to go pick them up and then come play, because, yeah, just that's the empathy side going on. But even organizing itself, like there's been so many times, even this week, I'm taking a break from volleyball, and you see the group chat, right? Look how different the volleyball list is this week, whereas last week when I was organizing. When I organize, like people know, like I have volleyball organizing experience and stuff, and they know that everything's gonna be kept up.
Yeah.
Whereas, if it was someone else or anything, like they just don't have that weird gene.
Right.
Where they want to come early. Like for volleyball, like on Wednesdays and stuff, I come so early to set up, make sure everything's good, get water bottles for everybody. Sometimes I bring tidbits, stuff like that. It's just that gene, that passion. Not many people have it. And I used to be like, yo, what the fuck? Like, why don't people have it? Like growing up, I used to, like, especially like ages 19 and 21, I'm like, why doesn't anyone else do this?
Yeah.
But then I figured out that it's just me that does it. Sorry, that tangent is just to show that I used to think that my friends need to do this for me too, but then I realized that my friends literally cannot do this because there's so many different variables. The anxiousness, there's so
They're
many.
Also just different people to simplify it, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. I get that. I feel like even as we're younger and even maybe now, we always have an expectation to a certain extent about things, like friends, like how they interact, what you want. And even then, I can't force people to like that's the same thing. I can't force people to just like give me an answer right away. Yeah. I can't force people to want to hang out when I want to hang out, or like force people to chill out when they always want to hang out and I can't. They're gonna ask me to hang out. The best I can do is just be me and say no or yes or do my thing about it, right? Or ask people to hang out when I can. Just be me, but like I get it because these are things you want to do for people, for yourself, because
100%,
I get it.
One of the biggest things for me is like I hate it when people don't like me. That's number one. Like it could be the littlest things. Even if you don't reply to my message or something, I'll literally think about it the entire day. Like that's it. GG. I'm hated.
I feel like but what if I like let's say I haven't replied to you.
Okay, not you, man. Fuck you.
Yeah, see,
bro, you're like tier 1. I don't care. Like
I'll get back to you. Right?
Yeah, it's whatever. I'm talking about just like other people, I guess.
Okay.
But and also a big thing is I used to try to change people's
thought process on it.
Not thought process. Like I used to try changing people's what they like or like what they want to do. For example, it's like, oh, like Daniel, if I told you right now, let's go on a 30K bike ride, and then you're just like, no. But I'm like, no, Daniel, you have to, please. You're my best friend. That's what best friends do.
That's gas.
No, I'm not even joking. I used to do shit like that. It was fucked up.
Oh my god.
It was so fucked up. But I learned from that, and a lot of my friends did get affected by that, especially like the volleyball and soccer side. It's like, yo, why don't you fucking play soccer with me? Like, soccer's good, this. Yeah. That. But eventually, I don't know. And it's always healthy. I feel like I'm not peer pressuring them to like do drugs or anything, but it's.
Oh, I kind of get what you're saying.
It's still healthy things, but it pisses me off that they don't want to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just. I used to try getting people to do these activities, like mostly bike riding, volleyball, soccer, something like that, and people would just say no. And even now, like so many times, even my tier 1 friends, like Ruggy and stuff, I'm just like, hey, I'm hosting a volleyball tournament on the 19th, which was last Saturday. Come watch. It's like, no. I'm like, oh yes, not everybody is obsessed with volleyball like I am, Yeah. Like it's just, you just can't change people sometimes, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think I don't want to say I get that. I feel like more when for me it's my frustration is when people say they want to do something and we really want to do it and nothing just comes of it. That frustrates me the most when things are like people are like, oh, let's go to these places.
Oh my god!
And then we set it up. Nothing fucking happens.
And then we set it up, and then there's nothing.
Yeah, because I feel like in that sense,
I feel like he's talking about me.
No, am I? Like what though? I feel like
the Montreal trip, or the East End road trip that we're supposed to do with Shane.
That I feel like here's the thing about that. We wanted to do that, but I feel like there's no way we're gonna end up doing that. There's no way we're all gonna sit in a car for 2 to 3 fucking days. Like, it's cool if we all go on a trip, but we have rooms. I am not sitting in a car with y'all for 6 to 8 hours straight. I love y'all, but I am not doing it. I will literally fight you all of you at the same time.
There's only so many times we could sing "Beat It" together.
Exactly. And it's like, it's different. I feel like, let's say everybody at the beginning of summer, like, will be like, oh, let's go to all these places, let's like do all these things, or like let's plan all these things. And I feel like I'm getting to a point where if like I'm gonna end up planning things, or else nothing's gonna happen. And I've gotten to a point where it's like there's people in the group who are down, and they're all like there's I have friends who will be like, I'm down, and they will show up for this. But it's one of those things where it's like you can't all just be down and show up for something and not plan something, you know. I figured that if for me, the best way to do it is find something I want to do, go without people, and ask if people want to go. Because it's really cool, because it's in a way, they'll know somebody that they know is there, like they're cool with is there, and then they'll come along, and then the more people say that they're coming along, people will actually come along. It's not like, oh, who wants to go, and everybody says that yeah, and then people start dropping out at the beginning, and less people go until no one wants to go. That's what usually happens. For me, it's like, I'm going with or without y'all. Y'all can come. And I will be there. And that's what I've like mainly done. Like if I'm at the beach, I'll go to the beach on my own. It's like, hey, I'm going to the beach, guys.
That's a really strong that's a really strong attribute to have.
Yeah. Because I want there's all these things that I want to do, and I would very much want to do with my friends.
And you're still gonna do it regardless. That's a really good thing to have.
Exactly.
I've seen way too many people not do things because their friends are not doing it.
Yeah. And I feel like it's one of those things. It's like it's just a missed opportunity.
Yeah, it's
right?
just so much.
Like you're gonna whether you're gonna have fun or not. Like for me, if nobody goes with me to the beach, fine. I'm gonna jump into the water and chill out in the 100%. Water. Maybe float out into fucking Lake Ontario on my own. Yeah. I don't care. I'm at peace with that.
100%.
Or if I go like watch what's it called? If I even just go to the park, or like shoot around at a basketball court. Ask, hey, you guys want to play ball? I'll be at the court. If you guys want to come through, I'll be there. And nobody really comes usually, but I get to shoot around. If not, I'll listen to a podcast while I do it. Or even go to like, what have I done recently that was really cool? Lately I haven't been messaging people too, because I've been on my, unless I'm invited, I just kind of do my own thing lately. Or unless if I invite people, I'll be there. But where did I go recently? I went to Sugar Beach recently downtown. It's just like a small beach right by Harborfront. Umbrellas, Muskoka chairs.
I know Sugar Beach. There's 2 beach volleyball courts.
Yeah. That's near Cherry Street, right? For the beach. Yeah. So I sat there, took a nap for like a half hour, sat there, did some work on the podcast. That's it.
How are you working on a podcast? You have the laptop?
Well, no. So what I do is I edit the clips.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
On your phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of, I recently discovered that CapCut is available on PC, so I'm going to try that out.
Ooh, okay, cool. So what, do you just put the video in and it kind of...
Yeah, let's see. I use CapCut on my phone all the time, so I'm assuming that it's the same thing on PC.
Okay.
Which is actually going to be sick.
Yeah.
So we could actually...
Fire. Let's do it.
Let's see. Maybe it'll actually... Yeah, Adobe does not work on my PC. My PC is way too slow.
It's okay.
I don't know. I don't even know why I have this.
It's okay, Nihaal. Don't worry.
I have no space on it anymore. Hard drives are full. My external hard drives are full. The hard drives are full.
Everything.
Full. It's like, I just need to...
You're going to have a shoebox full of hard drives at the end of it.
I know. I'm such a memory hoarder, man. I don't want to delete anything.
It's okay.
So many pictures and videos. Everything.
I think that's... here. Like, can we talk about, in terms of friendships, how different we can be even though we're close? I feel like...
Yeah.
Like, it's so cool because, like, I would consider myself, like, similar to a lot of my friends in my close friend group. Even you, we have a lot of similarities too, but our differences are pretty big too.
Yeah.
How much you want to be around people versus me, I think that's the biggest one. I also feel like the way we have thought processes on, like, romance is pretty different too. Like, how... Like, the different types of girls that we want or the expectations we have in a relationship. It's very different. The way, and when we talk about it, I think that's a really big thing that we can very much, like, see the difference of. I'm pretty, like... I wouldn't say free-flowing, but I think you definitely have some things that about a girl that you'd be less okay with than I would be.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things... There's those things that we're pretty different about. I think we grew up in different family situations, too, where we... Sometimes I feel like I don't really get where you're coming from, you don't really get where I'm coming from. And we've even had, like, headbutts about filming this fucking podcast. That's still... I honestly appreciate that memory a lot because... Like, I appreciate arguments with my friends because it's something where I feel like, okay, this happened because there's something we don't understand, and the best thing we can do is be honest about it.
Yeah.
And whether we butt heads or not. And I really like that because it's like, I'm willing to butt heads about this because we're comfortable. I'm willing to duke this out so we can get on the same page. That's where I feel like is a big thing of being a tier 1 friend too. I will butt heads with you if I really feel like it, and we should still be okay. Or we'll figure it out, you know? But I don't think you've ever wanted to really... Like, I don't think you even wanted to argue with me.
It's hard to get me angry.
Yeah. I would say I definitely get more hot-headed than you. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have my fair share, but I've learned from past mistakes of me getting way too angry.
Yeah.
So that's why I've been very calm over the past couple of years.
Mm-hmm. I think for me, it's like, I think I'm still hot-headed. I just learned how to outlet that a bit more healthily, or just, if I'm pissed off about something, just say it in a nicer way. Or because I'm still going to tell you why I'm angry, but I'm not going to just say something and blow up about it immaturely as much anymore. I still do it sometimes. Maybe more towards people I care about less. But if it's people I care about, for sure, I'm going to try to say that as healthily so you can understand my point. Yeah. That's my biggest goal with that. But yeah, what's it called? So, with what's it called? I want to say the hardest thing for me to maintain friendships is mainly just time. I don't even know what else I could really say about that. I think for me it's just mainly time.
Time, and it's also just energy, man. If you want to spend 100%, I have this one friend that I wanted to hang out with a lot, but it's just definitely time schedules. As you get older, kids, guys,
everything changes.
Everything changes.
It sucks because it's like the people that you value so much, even especially with an adult, when you really learn to value your friendships, are the people that you can't see as much because life gets in the way, and that really sucks.
You can always make time with just FaceTime's probably the best way.
Yeah.
But just real life is definitely very hard.
Mm-hmm. And I find I've noticed over the last years as all of my friends have been growing and going on with their own lives, and I've been going on with mine. We used to be able to hang out once a week, and even in the easiest ways, play ball or stuff. It's another reason. Getting older means hanging out means more expenses, because if we're going out of our way to hang out with each other, we might as well do something, grab food. We might as well do all these different things, right? Because we also live further now. We branch out into our own lives. What's good for us.
100%.
So that's what makes it a bit more expensive to see each other. Or just travel time, even gas, or for me taking the transit. Getting to you by here's the funny thing. Driving between you and me is probably 20 minutes on a good on an average day.
It's less than that. It's 17.
Yeah, and then transit. Dude, I promise you, sometimes I want to shoot myself getting here. But it's not it isn't neither of our faults. It's just that's how it is.
I just live in the suburbs. He lives in the city.
I live in the suburbs technically.
Suburbs, but
I live in the big city.
Your transit system's really good in your suburbs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's true. Yeah. What would you say is okay? So when you can't maintain a friendship, what's usually the main reason? I think it differs from tiers, but I think this is one of the ways we can end off tonight's podcast is just...
Yeah, it's getting late. I need to probably...
He needs to get his beauty sleep. I need to play some games.
I need my sleep. And I need to drop you off too.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
Okay. Don't worry. I was just going to make you walk home. The best way to lose my friendship...
Or
is... maybe get into an argument with me and not being able to be face to face.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not that petty, but there are some people. I've had times where I'm texting them hey, let's talk. They just don't, and then years go by and we still haven't talked to each other.
Oh, okay.
There's that, and then 2 is just I notice those, you probably see those memes. I don't know if you call it memes, but it's just when I didn't text first, they just stopped talking to me, kind of thing.
Oh, those different posts, right? Yeah, I see those posts.
So yeah, there's been a couple of those too, and then that's it. Or invite, and it's just why am I inviting you to my birthday party every year if you're not?
Yeah, exactly.
Me to yours, right?
Yeah.
And then there's stuff like that. So
it's hard, yeah, because that's where the levels of friendship change, right?
Yeah.
It's I don't I get that. I feel like I think even all of us could be victims on both sides of it, right? Like we could be the person not asking all the time, or we could be the person who asks all the time, you know? But in a way, I think that's the best way for me to like downgrade not downgrade a friendship or just like slowly phase out of a bad one or one that I don't see like as valuable is just you just have to start seeing you just have to start seeing the like how equal value it is. You treat the friendship the same as they do. Like if you feel like you're not getting as fulfillment of a friendship, see how it is. Like treat it the same way that you feel treated in that, and slowly start like phasing it out and see what happens on that, right? For me, it's a little I don't want to say I'm a special case or anything like that, but for me, I don't go out of my way to text people a lot, but when we hang out, I really want to make them feel like you're still a friend, you know. Yeah. We can still talk about anything. I really value my friendships because I feel like I can go months without talking to any of you and it'll still be the same. And I feel like you guys understand, a lot of my friends understand that about me, where it's like I don't text a lot, and when I don't want to hang out, I don't want to hang out. I'm very forward with that. Or at least if I'm busy, like I'm telling you I'm busy. I'm like, if I can't like make it happen, I'm not going to try to make something happen and not then it can't happen, you know? Most of the time I feel like I'm pretty good with that. So I'm not saying I'm a special case, but at least I feel like I try to make sure that dynamic's established. But yeah, in terms of phasing out, it's like just treat the friendship the way they do and see how they react. If they react negatively to it, just then you can have that conversation of like, hey, like this is how I've been feeling about this. Or if they just don't reply, or if that friendship is like phases out, then there you go. That's your answer. Yeah, it sucks, but you got to figure like it's never gonna feel good when a friendship ends. And whether it's like an explosive one ending or it's like a subtle ending, it still sucks. You lost a friend.
Yeah.
But that's kind of how you figure it out. But I mean, to end off on a brighter note, like I'm just like with every single one of the friends I still hang out with today, and even the ones that I
awesome.
talk to, I'm just so happy with everybody.
Dude, like, yeah, and not that, man. Like, just life's just like that. I mean, if we stuck with the same friends, like some people are like, oh, you only have a couple of friends after high school, and that's all you stick with. If it's like that, then you're not experiencing life.
Exactly, like, you're not experiencing what other people have to offer, what you have to offer to other people.
There's so much, and yeah, just because your friend's not going to this place together, just go alone, and then you'll slowly make friends. Yeah. Even if it's not friends, bro, you can have friends for like a week. Yeah. And after that, never talk to them again. Like,
exactly.
Like you could go to like Paris, and then
literally, dude, I went to San Francisco. Exactly. I have made friends there. I haven't seen them since. Sometimes I'll shoot them a message, but sometimes well, like we leave each other in red. But it's like it is what it is.
Yeah.
Like I've met these people. I'm so happy to have experienced meeting these people. It's great.
Exactly. Slowly. So say hi to everybody. Say hi to strangers, but be safe.
And even if you're not somebody who's like too big on saying hi to strangers like I am, if somebody comes up out of their way to talk to you,
just continue.
Continue the conversation.
What's
see where it goes. Yeah, literally. Like, I mean, obviously analyze if it's safe or not. Like if they're local or something like that. But like if they seem like a decent person, like what's the worst that can happen? You know. Like entertain that conversation. I know it's a little different too for women because women are in danger with guys coming up to them sometimes. Yeah. But
hey, it could be vice versa too.
Yeah, I mean, but
have you seen those crazy women in like Brazil and like Thailand and stuff? Just like they're like they seduce you. They're like, oh my god, here, this, that, and then after that they just take your liver, like straight up, like.
And you don't even get a cut of it. That's crazy. Like I don't even get some of the money from that, bro. That's crazy. No, but like yeah, what we're basically saying is like opportunities to talk to people come in every shape and form. Making friends comes in every shape and form. You don't even have to be the initiator of it, but entertain it at least, because you don't know if that person can be around for the rest of your life with short moments, and it doesn't even have to be a bad thing if it's a short moment, And it's always up to you to maintain your friendships. It's up to you to put in the effort on your end, and it's up to the other person on their end. So,
oh yeah,
that's okay. But yeah, that was pretty good in-depth talk. I feel like our podcast lately we have in-depth talks, but it hasn't been just you and me for a while, and that's been fun.
So most of it we're talking about podcast.
No, it's not.
No, I mean it's not, but like it's been a while.
Yeah.
Because usually I'm in the backseat, especially the last podcast with MK. I was in the backseat for a lot of it.
I wonder why. Why are you so quiet? Why are you so quiet about that? For our viewers who haven't watched it yet and watched this episode for the first time.
Because I'm still in love. No, I'm joking.
Actually, instead of that, why don't you just tune into that
Hell
podcast?
yeah.
And
Hell
you know where you
yes.
can find our podcast? You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, all at Across the Street Pod. You can find us on all those. You can find us on YouTube at Across the Street as well. Look at us in our podcast, watch our shorts, find us at Across the Street Pod on Instagram and TikTok. You'll see all of our reels and stuff, and Nihaal will eventually get to posting TikToks, I swear to fucking God. But yeah, you can find us on all of those. Link is here, or sorry, the @ is here. The links are down below on YouTube. Yeah, check out our VODs. Honestly, like, we have, like, you can hear us talk, but there's some interactions here that happen that are just really dumb and can be seen on video. And yeah, ow. Do it again. But yeah, there's just and like you can see us on all these on all these channels. If you want to see our pretty or ugly faces, whichever way you interpret our faces as, we'll be here. If you want to listen to our prepubescent voices on Spotify, we'll be there. But we are appreciative of all your comments, of all your views, of everybody who just listens to this. Actually, comment down below on our topic today. Tell us what kind of friendships you hold with people, how you value them, how you try to maintain them. Tell us about times you felt like you've had the best friends in the world, or times where you felt like you've had to phase friends out. We'd love to hear that all. We always like to see our comments down below. Very thankful for our consistent commenter Fazal. No, and everybody else who's commenting too. We appreciate that. We appreciate the likes. We would love to see this go somewhere. We love talking. We love talking to each other. We love sharing it with you guys. So, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and we'll be back. Hopefully, I think we'll be back with this next week on the upload. We'll be back on all of our uploads pretty soon. We're going to try to stay on point with it, at least for the remainder of August. And for September and moving forward for season 3, we might end up being a bit more infrequent, even more, erratic with our uploads. It's just something that's going to happen based on me going back to school and working, and seeing how Nihaal's season goes with organizing York Region volleyball. So we'll see how that goes, but we definitely want to give you the best content possible, and for us to do that, I don't think we can upload and meet every week just to do that, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you again for your support. Let us know what you think of the video, and we will see you guys next week.
Peace.